All right. Hi. So we're going to play. So today we're going to play. What is it called again? Genshin Impact. Imaginarium Theater. That's what we're gonna play. All right. So I have my nephews and my niece here, who's just gonna watch and be annoying,
What?
especially him. Nora, you're out of the camera. Come inside the frame. Look at the Brady Bunch. Oh. All right, so here we go.
The big
All
three.
right. So I know this is like the new end game, and so far I am pretty satisfied with it, especially with the hard mode. And the fact that you have to raise your other characters like your 4 stars, it forces you to build them correctly. So
Oh.
now here we are. Thank God we have Fiorina. My barber is not built, so it's level 50. Ayaka is level 90, so that's good. Diana is 70. Xiao, I don't have him, so I'm going to use it from the trial. And Farazan, I was forced to raise her because of this Imaginarium theater. Alright, so let's. Alright, so here are my builds. Alright, and here are all the available characters. Um,
Oh my
guys suck. Alright,
god.
alright, so here we go. Alright, so companion randoms. It started off with 100 flowers. So choose one. I'm gonna go with Nahida because she's the Dendra Archon. So why not? And here we're gonna do Xingqiu. Kokomi's good, but I would like to do some damage. Alright, so let's pick an enemy. Here we go. So the strategy is to use the characters that from the trial instead of your own well-built characters. So I'm not going to use Fiorina in the beginning stage because it's a lot easier in the beginning, but around the end it gets difficult. So that's when you want to use your strong DPS and also strong sub DPS characters. So here we are. We're going to use Xiao. Xiao is going to be my main. Like I said before, I don't have him, so this is a trial build. So I know he's going to be okay. Very mediocre, but that's all I need. You suck.
Stop it!
Don't have this guy
Yeah.
on your
Had me.
videos because he's just gonna mess up your flow.
Hi.
Because that just messed up my flow. My whole rotation.
Okay, I'll turn it off.
It's a lot.
Stop. What are you doing? Alright, so here we go again. Alright.
You're using all your flowers. What?
Okay.
Say bye-bye to your flowers.
Dare to mess with me? Truth repeats its course.
So far is on here
You,
for the animo damage.
Other girl.
And
let's dance.
girl.
now we're gonna use Xiao here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I like. That's not. Well, this is the reason why I do not summon for this character because it's just a one-trick pony kind of thing where you just have to plunge, attack.
Too late for regrets. Have fun with this gift.
So this is the gameplay, right, guys? This is what I do when I do my gameplay. It's not that interesting. Play and I do
Just don't even think about the kill.
look 36k, 37.
38, 39, 30, 10. Got Billy.
Uh,
Die.
the good thing about Farzan is that she
Humans are better than robots.
also plays as a battery for Xiao. Look, it's done. And it was 1 minute and 14 seconds, and I got all the bonuses because of it. Alright, and now I get to unlock one of the characters. I'm gonna do Shangling because she's pretty awesome. What are you doing?
Keep on pushing me. They're all tiny.
Alright, so we're gonna do a history.
Yes, waste all your things. Do it.
Okay, with the future events are drawn, one of the selectable events is guaranteed to be a companion random. Okay. Oh, Fantasia's flowers refunded. Okay.
I hear you've
Stop
got a
it.
job for me.
You guys are horrible. What are you guys doing?
Pushing me.
She's supposed to be.
You know what?
I think we are... Okay. I think it's time for you guys to go to sleep.
No.
I don't want to go to sleep.
No.
Guys, tell him to not put me to sleep.
No, it's time to go to sleep.
Why?
Right. I had to kick them out because they were horrible and huge distraction. Dang. Alright. That's why you shouldn't have kids. Alright, now. Alright, the second lineup. I don't want to use Fiorina here. Let's use Ayaka for my DPS. And I'm gonna use Rosaria for to battery her. And I'm gonna use Diana. And should I use Farazan? No. I do need a Hydro. So let's use Xingqiu. Alright. So here's the lineup. It's been a while since I've used Ayaka, because now with all these other new characters, I just don't really care for a DPS, even though Ayaka is still to this day a very strong DPS. And I have her at C2, I believe. I'm not too sure. And I know we're getting really close with Natlan's release coming up soon, and then after that it's one more region, and that's the Shinesnaya? I think that's what it's... Yeah, the Crier region. And are you guys excited about the Pyro Archon? Because I know there's a mixed emotion with her attire. The character design itself looks amazing for me, but the attire doesn't really suit with the region, so hopefully there's a story behind that. I know that HoYoverse just does not create character design out of nowhere. There's always a link, so let's hope for that. And I picked Sucrose. Sucrose she's an amazing character. Amazing Anemo character who can use the VV set, and she's up to par with Kazuha if you don't have Kazuha's constellations, even though Kazuha's grouping is much more superior than Sucrose, but Sucrose is a 4-star and it's easier to get her constellations. And for me, I think, yeah, I still don't understand why people don't really use Sucrose. She's an amazing character. Alright, so here we are. Now here, it's gonna get a little bit more tougher, I believe. And so I have no choice but to use some of my strong characters. So this is the Imaginarium theater is for people who are strategic with their characters and the characters they don't have, and if they use the trial characters, I advise you to use them first in the beginning stage. Unless you don't have any characters. Unless your account has horrible build characters, then the chances of you getting all those Primo Gems is going to be pretty difficult. And that's what I like about the new endgame that HoYoverse created for us. Is it better than the Spiral Abyss? I would say yeah, because it kind of forces you to check your inventory to make sure that your characters are well built, all of them, even your 4-stars. So here we're gonna use Nahida. All right, so let's see. I do have something. Okay, Alright, so we're gonna do this. Alright, so Sucrose first, Nahida, and then Barbara for the healing. Yeah, it's a weird combination, but let's see. Because now with the Emily's release, I know Virgin is kind of like on the map. Do I care for it? No. Am I gonna summon for Emily? No. And even though she's not that interesting in a sense of like her gameplay. Yes, she has like a infinite dendro application, just like Nahida. But Madeline is like around the corner. I can't really waste my Primogems. And also, if I'm gonna summon for the Power Archon, I have to be very, very careful with my Primogems. And I'm trying not to spend money on this game, because at the end of the day, Genshin is way too easy to be spending a lot of money. Alright, so I didn't get the... I only got 2 of them. 2 of the bonuses, but that's fine. The goal is to finish it. That's my takeaway from this theater. Alright, so companion, let's choose. I'm gonna go with Kokomi, because I just lost Barbara.
Sounds good
Here,
to
of
me.
course, I'm gonna take Kazuha. Alright, so here I'm gonna need the grouping, so I'm definitely gonna use Kazuha here. And with that, let's go for Furina. My Furina is C6. She's my favorite character. She's well built, so I try to save her around the end of the stage, because like I said before, it gets more difficult. So let's do freeze. Yeah, that seems like a really good idea. Alright. Okay.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds.
So this part gets pretty difficult, especially if you don't have a good grouping, because okay, being the fact that Furina is my favorite character and now the Power Archon is around the corner, I don't know how they're gonna top Furina. Just like I had the same idea, like same thought when Nahida was released, because she was so overpowered, and then Furina comes along, and doesn't matter about her status, but the character is freaking amazing, and you cannot deny that, because off-field, you know, off-field unlimited hydro application, and she also buffs your characters. And she's a universal buffer, unlike Bennett. And Bennett's buff is pretty amazing itself. And now you have Furina, and Furina's buff does not limit characters within the domain of their burst. Of like Bennett's, you have to be in his circle. If you're not in the circle, then you lose the buff. But for Furina, as long as you have the fanfare going, it buffs the whole team. So that's what I like. All right, so here we can use.
Ample foodstuffs.
Okay, now let's go to this one, and this time I'm going to. So we have a lot of mushroom heads, so I'm going to use Sucrose for the grouping because I don't want to waste. Kazuha here. Alright, so let's see. Alright, I do need a good... I do have an idea, let's do this. Let's do this one. Okay.
We'll see about that. Ears of the storm.
Kazuha's, not Kazuha's, Faruzan's grouping is okay,
With stasis emulation.
but the problem lies with you,
Know my sword. Witness the power of Google.
the aiming of it. It's just, it takes a lot of time, especially if you're going to use it in this file of this, so that's why I don't really care for her grouping, Farzan. That's why I like
For regrets.
Sucro's grouping much more.
Rain outlines your fate. Rain. Animal test 6308. Dare to mess with me? Ears of the storm.
So we only have 1 minute.
Enhanced
Am I
animal
messing up?
model. Rain outlines your fate. Witness. My apologies. Kamisato art. Sometsu. Yeah.
Okay. See, the thing is, they're so far apart, you have to travel to them, and that takes time. And time is what I don't have.
We'll see about that. Whoa, Mark II. Know my sword. Rain cutter. Rain outlines you. My apologies. Embrace the ice. Ears of the storm. Absorption
Yeah,
test.
too.
Animal test 6308. Enhanced animal. Witness the power.
Okay. Let's see. Defeat 40 opponents. I did not do that, but that's fine. Alright. Alright, so now we're at the... I believe this is the end. I think so. What is this? Act 6. No, it's not the end. Alright, so also my Yelan is 66, so I'm going to use Yelan as my DPS here. And let's have fun with this.
Things are about to get dicey.
Gotcha. Wait, hear me. You can't run. Punishment.
Freeze to the core. Rack and ruin.
Here we go. Eula. Eula was my first DPS, to be honest, and unfortunately she has fallen off.
Quietly now.
Physical damage is just not good at all. And, unfortunately, that's why Eula is just not relevant. Not saying that I don't like the character. I was pretty sold on this character when this character came out because I was gonna go for a C6. Luckily, I did not because Eula C6 it's awesome, but if it doesn't crit, it's difficult. It's very difficult. It's very infuriating too. Alright, so we're at Act 7, I believe. Alright, so let's see what we get for the free. In possession of will gain 1 random spoons. Okay, let's do that one. Okay. What do I get? Genius choice. Okay. Alright, so let's go with this one. The mechanics. Alright, let's have fun with this. Okay. Now, what are we gonna do? Alright, so I'm gonna use Furina at the end. So let's go for... I do need a... Okay, let's do this.
Busted. Things are about to get dicey.
And Nahida is still to this day a very strong character, just like any other Archon.
Make way
My Nahida is C2, I believe. The thing about Nahida is that she's an amazing character. She's adorable, but for me, the fact that the game is so easy, for me, it's just, if I don't really care to play the character like I care for like Fiorina, it's a waste. Because I want to play the character in the overworld. And Nahida is just, yes, you can use her elemental skill to collect all the resources like the flowers and everything. That's amazing, but I don't like playing the model, if you know what I mean. Alright, so let's do Wondrous Wounds. Okay, let's... Okay. Alright, so here we are, the last stage. Alright, do we have... I think I used... Okay, we do have one... Okay, we do have one bow character, because this bird is gonna fly, and I need to get it down, so...
This is long overdue. But my name is
Go.
You should allow me.
This.
No touching.
Come, kid. As one with wind and cloud.
Before my C6 effect ends.
Torrent, bring refuge.
Oh, that was fast. There you go. Fanfare. Fiorina is by far the best character. I have said it before and I'm going to say it again. And I don't know how the Pyro Archon's going to top that. But seriously. Alright, so Imaginarium Theater. Do I like it? Yes. It gives you something to do. Can it be better? Yeah. But is it more difficult than Spiral Abyss? A little bit. Because if you don't have the characters that they are forcing you to use, you have to use the trial build characters, which is kind of like mediocre. And then if you do have the characters, and if they're not well built, then you're kind of like, you have nothing. What do? You have to go back and you have to build your characters. And then if you don't have the resources, then you have to farm for those. That's going to be very... So there you go. So I completed it. Of course, I completed it before. And yeah. Alright, thank you so much for watching. And if you watched till this very end, I really appreciate your support. Please like and subscribe. I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.